We have failed as a society. Instead of giving comprehensive sex education to kids, we leave them behind. Now we must face the monster that we have left in our wakes, men who don't understand female anatomy. Hell, they don't even understand what's going on in their own bodies. Do you really think that they understand the difference between a urethra and a vagina? Now, while some men may be victims of the terrible lack of sex ed that our country is facing, a lot more of them are willfully ignorant to how their counterparts operate. So with glee, I'm making this video to shame them. As a disclaimer, I'm saying women as the general term for people with female anatomy and vice versa. Obviously, that isn't always the case, but a lot of the men in these posts don't know where babies come out of. They definitely don't know how trans people work either. There's actually a whole subreddit for that phenomenon. There's a subreddit for everything. Yes, even that. Let's get into it. Oh, and if you see something white or fluffy on my shirt, it's not snow. I'm not walking in a winter wonderland. I'm walking in a dandruffed hellhole. Every time I shake my head, a little snow shower comes through. They actually had me on the Weather Channel the other day. Showers in your area, and it was just me going to Walmart. Our first post is a classic, and one that I referenced in the intro to this video. Vaginas are able to stretch wide enough to give birth to a baby, and then return to its original size. But of course, being penetrated by that grass blade you call a penis is what's going to make it loose. Some guy replies and says, the baby doesn't come out of where the penis goes in. Someone else says, stay in school, y'all. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the vagina and the vagina are in fact the same thing. Vagina. This is a Tumblr post, I believe. I was never on Tumblr. That is a real, I legit never went on Tumblr, and thank God I didn't. It was already bad enough being on Twitter when I was 13. Let me tell you. I find it hard to believe. Okay, my Mickey Mouse voice is coming on. I find it hard to believe that a man can't understand where a baby comes out of. Where else would it come out of? That's a genuine question. Where would it come out of? How is the egg fertilized if your sperm is going in one hole, which it's not? You've never gone in any hole in your life except for your own hand and that fleshlight that you hide in your mattress. Oh, I forgot. And of course, the faded cum sock. How would the sperm go in one hole, but the baby's not going to come out of the same one? I mean, riddle me that. It's like if you just think about this for like a little longer than 5 seconds before you commented this man. We don't even know that it's a man. We're just assuming it's a man. This may be a very, very stupid woman. You know, some women are very fucking stupid. If you just think about this for longer than 5 seconds, it's gonna start not making sense pretty quickly. My penis goes in one hole, but the baby doesn't go in the same one. So where's the baby coming out of? Is it like not a jellyfish? Actually, because a jellyfish goes in and out the same. So technically a vagina is a jellyfish. It goes in and out the same. I'm talking about it goes in one, goes out another. That would be what our system is called. We eat our food, it comes out the other end. That would be fucking asinine. Truly. Actually, it's asinine that we have an anus. Why can't we just poop our food out from our mouths as well? Human centipede, but it's just one person. Let's move on. So this person tweets an excerpt from a book. And she writes, "Welp, at River and Mall found the worst man rights woman excerpt ever." Now that's his whole own category. There's a subreddit, like I said, there's a subreddit for everything, okay? I'll read this. It's an example of what you can find if you were to peruse on that subreddit. Let's read. "Hey baby, it's happening. I'm ovulating right now. I felt the tingling in my egg coming out. But the most obvious change to Felicia's body, from the woman who had led me to join her in the shower, was a full-inch waistline added from a burgeoning uterus filled with my bountiful overnight deposit." I need to be alone. I need to be alone. How? All right, this one I have a lot to say about. Someone takes a picture of this woman, which I'm going to show the picture of the woman last, but the caption on it, I don't know who posted this, but I'll read the first sentence. "Cis women generally don't have hair on their legs." Already tells me someone who is not understanding of female anatomy probably wouldn't have used the word cis. they probably would have said like biological women or some bullshit like that. I feel like this is like not real. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't like to imagine that it's not real. When I see things on the internet, I immediately like to believe that they're all are real. Everything I read online is true. That makes it funnier. That makes me more informed. And I can sleep well at night knowing that everything is true. But this, I have to admit, it doesn't feel real to me. Let's continue reading. If you know women who do, they're most likely trans or some kind of hormone imbalance. So this is interesting. This person knows the difference between cis and trans, but they don't happen to know that cisgender women do in fact have leg hair. That's incredible to me. Now, maybe this person doesn't believe in evolution, so they're fucking stupid. Okay, so we evolved from apes, right? We were at one point in time, you know, before we turned into what we are now, Homo sapiens, you know, there was a Homo erectus, there was another Homo, okay, there was another Homo, okay, of some kind, another Homo, I can't remember which one, okay, but we were once hairy. That's why our hair stands up when we get cold, because we used to have a lot of hair that would fluff up when we got cold, and it would make us warmer, but now we don't have a lot of hair, so it doesn't fucking do jack shit. Well, okay, some of us have a lot of hair. So we used to have a lot of hair. There's just so many things that prove that, like, obviously we evolved from an ape. But I digress. I'm not here to prove the theory of evolution, right? I'm not a fucking scientist. This person, let's say they believe in evolution. Let's give them the good grace of believing that. We were once apes, covered in hair fully. And this guy really thinks that women don't have hair on their legs? But here's the worst part of this post. Let me show the picture of this one. And I'm not here to body shame. I just want to show the picture of this woman. This guy is here talking about her leg hair. Eyebrows? Because that is the more striking thing in this post. Even the stupidest person on planet Earth would know that like razors exist and that women shave their legs because they have hair on their legs. Okay, it's not rocket science. Okay, the next one is shuddering just thinking about it. You just got to see this. So it's an ad from AliExpress. Already off to a really bad start. It says clitoris/labia, beauty clinic peeling acid.
Why are we still here?
Red clitoris labia peeling acid. Let's go to the next picture. Use a cotton swab, dip in a little liquid, and continuously wipe the labia area.
Oh my god!
I can't. No. After a few seconds, white frost will appear. At this time, spray neutralizing solution, wait for 5 minutes, then implement again, and then end the entire process. Neutralizer is necessary as it can immediately stop the reaction and is the best partner throughout the entire process. I can't show the last slide. Now, I can't show it, but I'm gonna read this to all of you. During the application process, there will be a tingling sensation, like flames burning on the skin. Always a good sign when it feels like your downstairs area is on fire. When white frost appears, it needs to be stopped immediately. Within 1 to 3 days, the stratum corneum will turn black, wrinkle, and then fall off. Within 10 to 28 days, a new stratum corneum will be formed, bringing you a shiny, fresh, and smooth new stratum corneum. What the fuck is that? The previous skin aging problem will be perfectly resolved, and it will become more sensitive. If necessary, it can be done every 2 to 3 months. I can't get over this picture. I don't actually wish you guys could see this. It would be traumatizing. This is traumatizing. What do you think, if you actually got this, do you think it would do what it says? What if it just like fell off? It just like burned it so much it just shriveled up and died. Oh, this one. Oh, I've got a lot to say about this. As a gamer, I've got a lot to say about this, okay? Actually, it's coming out of me already. The new Lara Croft will presumably debut the next mainline game, Tomb Raider Next, which is currently being developed. And it's a picture from IGN. Tomb Raider dev reveals Lara Croft's official redesign. Someone who has a verified checkmark, this person says, A cups, hairy armpits, butter knife body, and a non-binary lesbian. Watch. Are we looking at the same picture? A cups? Baby, those are easily. She could have a 32C, easy. Baby, you don't know anything about breast. You ain't even seen them in your life. Okay, give me a break. Hairy armpits? Where? And please explain. What the fuck is a butter knife body? Oh, it says butter knife
What is it? I think Einstein, in an Einsteinian answer, we would say gravity is the curvature of space and time.
I'm sorry. I was just so like overstimulated today. I can't read. Butter knife booty, so a flat butt. I'm not seeing a flat butt here. You can see the picture, right? That's the redesign. This guy knows the lingo too. He said non-binary lesbian. You've got to be so like chronically online to be a straight male who knows what that is. Next thing he says is like Zer pronouns, probably. Watch. Laura Croft. They're gonna rename her to like Emerson or some fucking bullshit. I think this is so funny to me because whenever men get upset about this, it's generally alarming to me. Never once when I'm playing a video game, like this just proves to me that they're not playing games for like the story. They're like legit just like outing themselves as like not real gamers. Or not even for the story, but for the experience. Their experience is pulling down their pants, unzipping their fly, taking their coffee. I have never played a video game and expected that I'd be attracted to the main character. Now, a lot of times I am. Guys, you know all about my Geralt addiction. Oh, if that man was real, I would lock him up in a cage. Do all sorts of things. I'm sorry. We're moving on. Okay. I gotta dust the dandruff off. I'm sorry. I shook my head a little too much. I'm gonna be on the 6 p.m. news tonight. Blizzard in your area. Shut up! Oh! This is how men feel when Laura Croft doesn't have FF titties. I've never played a video game and expected to be attracted to the main character. This person says, it is not normal to menstruate every month from menarche. What the fuck is menarche? To menopause. Our ancestors were often pregnant breastfeeding for like 10 to 15 years straight. You know they know what they're talking about when they say like. Your womb is sad and tired preparing for a baby every month and not finding one. This is like the kind of thing, now the profile picture is not giving, it's like a white lady with a white baby. Not surprising, right? Treat me like white teeth. Don't get me dirty. A lot of these posts you'll see, it's like a picture of like this old statue made by some fucking artist from Italy or some shit. And then they'll like post this, and the next post will be like, why don't people make art like this anymore? Motherfucker, you're the one who said you're all pro capitalism. How am I supposed to make art when I have to make money every second of the day? What are you talking about? Here I am defending this. I'm not defending this person. I'm just saying, like, I think what they mean is that they're pregnant and breastfeeding, like they had kids for 10 to 15 years straight. Like they kept having kids and breastfeeding. They should have said our white ancestors also. Your white womb is sad and tired, not preparing for a white baby every month and not finding a white baby. Where's my womb? It's shriveled up. It says, where's my white baby? I want a white baby. There's too many Mexicans in this country. I want a white baby. All the blacks are taking over. Okay, time for that hysterectomy. Treat me like white teeth. Don't get me dirty. Today my husband told me when I learn to run properly, I won't need an expensive sports bra. I'm a DD. It's time for a divorce. This person tweets, ADHD only affects men. Don't diagnose yourself from TikTok. I have a lot to say about self-diagnosing in general, okay? Not negative, might I add. Might I add that, okay? There's a lot of people like this on the internet who are so anti-self-diagnosis when it comes to neurodivergencies, specifically like autism. And I guess apparently let's add ADHD onto that fucking list. They're so anti-it, they don't think that women can actually be diagnosed with autism. Or they don't think anyone except for cis men can be, or let's say cis white men can be diagnosed with autism. For years, and this goes for like every major medical study from like the past a long time. Only recently did they actually start studying on people who aren't cis white men. A lot of the studies and data or whatever around autism is from cis white boys, okay? That means that a lot of it can be skewed because people are different based on how they're raised. So autism can be very different in the ways that it displays itself, it presents itself in different parts of the population. And then those parts of the population who have been left behind for so many years, again, this goes for like studies on like physical activity, study on like fucking cardio or weightlifting. A lot of it has not been studied on like women specifically, right? Then you get these people who have been left out, casted out. They're seeing, oh, like I could have this and also be a woman or whatever. They might have missed me when I was a kid because they miss women more often. They're seeing this, they're like, you know what? I think I have autism. And they like self-diagnose themselves. They do that. And then this man comes online. He comes on twitter.com, or I'm sorry, x.com, right? More like, he's more often on xxx.com or xvideos.com. I know that one very well. He says, actually, ADHD, it only affects men. So if you're a woman diagnosing yourself, you're fucking stupid. That's not true. It's just crazy to me that people are they get so mad about people self-diagnosing. I'm going a whole rant. This is beyond bad women's anatomy, okay? Oh, God, please, Lord, give me your strength. We have moved past the stratosphere, okay? It is crazy to me that people find so much offense to people self-diagnosing. I know myself very well. I've lived with myself. I've been in my brain. I'm not gonna have someone else tell me that what I feel and know in myself is not true. To be so like offended by it. You can't know who's faking autism or faking ADHD or faking OCD. That's impossible to tell. Okay, this is a tweet. It says, ask AI, what is the latest standard of care for treating menstrual cramps? And someone, presumably a man, replies, does anyone have them? It's just normally used as an excuse to get out of something one didn't want to do. He replies to someone else and says, correct, a cramp feels like gas. It doesn't prevent us from doing things. Cramps are used as an excuse. Okay, so this is a woman, girl. My mom used to use them as an excuse. I choose not to. You do you. Enjoy your 3 days in bed. I'll be living life. Good for you, girlfriend! I'm gaslighting, gatekeeping, and girl bossing all day! Ah! Listen, I have had cramps before for months on end where it was so bad, like I wanted to die. Like the pain was so severe that I sat in bed and I was like, please, I would rather just die than deal with this pain right now. I remember one time, and this really pissed me off. I was thinking about this the other day and I don't know why. I was in like our spirit games for school when I was a junior. I was like in one of the performances. Like it was like an acting thing or whatever. You do not want to know the character I played. We had like YouTubers in our play or whatever. It was a lip sync. That's what it was called. It was like a competition between us and all the other grades, and we would pre-record our parts and then we'd lip sync it during the actual recording. All right, and then we'd do like dances and stuff, whatever. It was like a whole storyline, but our storyline had like famous people in it. The person I played was Shane Dawson. I feel like it's a bad omen. Anyway, we had to practice one day on a Sunday, which is, okay, fucking batshit crazy. Why the fuck am I going into school on a Sunday? My cramps were so bad, I could not go in. I texted my one friend who was like in charge of the thing. I said, hey, I can't come in. And I went into school the next day. I remember my friend at the time, she like kind of like shaded me because I like stayed home because the cramps hurt. Like, what do you just want me to be like, oh my God, I'm in pain, but I'm gonna dance my happy dance in this stupid ass fucking dance in this lip sync. What? This one? All right, so there's this new game that was announced during the Game Awards, a new Naughty Dog production, which is a game studio, okay, if you're not a gamer. Naughty Dog, they made The Last of Us. New thing, there's a woman who's in it, okay? She was in the fourth season, or I think the third and fourth season of You, the show You, well, she wasn't in You, she was in the show You on Netflix, okay? Let's be clear. I saw her in the game, I recognized her, I'm like, okay, I'm interested, right? I was already interested because Naughty Dog, but I was like, you know, I'm interested now. So this is a picture of her on the left, okay? That's what she looks like in the game. Shaved head, which I've seen this woman with a shaved head before. Nothing surprising. This is her body. They've like rendered her body as a model. That's what her body looks like. They posted this in the Naughty Dog subreddit, and they said, I fixed it. And let's show how they fixed her on the right. First of all, why is she Asian? You've got a fetish for that Asian love. That's what Selena Gomez once sang. I love that they didn't fix like her arms or anything. They didn't like tone down the muscle on her arms or something. They didn't like lighten the rest of her skin or something. They just put an Asian face on it. Gave her some hair, gave her some ginormous knockers, and was like, fix it. Because when I play, I want to see those babies bounce as I'm running around. I want to play as like a normal human being. What kind of game would that, what kind of experience would that be? Guys, this one, you can tell what it's referencing. I'm not going to explicitly state it because YouTube doesn't like that. But we have on the top men, and it's just a right hand, which realistically it should be both hands because some people are left-handed. And it says women on the bottom. We've got a toothbrush, a broom, a fork. Hey, what? Hey, what? It better be the end that you hold. All right. A sink, a banana, a TV remote, a spoon. I don't even want to think about that one. A degree body spray, a hanger. Oh, Jesus. Okay. A cucumber, a phone, 2 fingers, a carrot, a table, a chair, a hairbrush, a water bottle, a sharpened pencil, and a controller. Oh, and I forgot a guitar. What? How would you even use half of these? How? What are you doing with the fork? What are you doing with the fork? What are you doing with the guitar? Playing with your little flat, I can't. Playing a tune with it. Oh my God. Some of these make sense, I'm not going to lie. Okay? If you really wanted to, you can make it make sense. If you really are a porn-brained, you could make it make sense. The sharpened pencil? What's with the spray-on deodorant? What does that mean? What does that mean? The sink, yeah, I get that, okay. The TV, the square TV remote? I'm just, what?
Treat me like white tees, don't get me dirty.
Okay, so the next one, I just have one anecdote I have to put it in. I have to say it. Listen, I'm sitting here talking for an hour and 10 minutes because I'm conceited and I know everyone wants to hear what I have to say. This one you've probably seen online before at some point. So we have a picture of an anatomy book. We have the female internal anatomy. It says female pelvic anatomy, it's a tight fit. What they usually show you, and then on the right it shows what's actually true. And it's the uterus and the fallopian tubes and the ovaries all like kind of stuffed in there. Someone quote retweets this and says, they gave our ball sacks a facelift. OMG, I hate the beauty industry. The only reason I really wanted to talk about this one, when I was younger, I didn't know how small the uterus actually is. When I was younger, and this is so dead ass, I thought, I'm gonna have to stand up for this. I thought that the uterus, right, starts, like it's like down here, okay? But I thought it started here, and then it went up, and it was this big. I'm talking like your whole stomach, it's in your whole stomach. Because I'm like, how else could it hold a whole baby in there? I thought it was legit this size. Can you imagine if your uterus was this fucking big? Just like right there? Nightmare fuel. Vagina. This is a text post. Let's read this. Apparently we don't have urinary tracts. Just saw a Facebook post, of course it's on Facebook, let's be honest, that said there are two genders. One goes to the gynecologist, and the other goes to the urinologist. All others go to the psychologist. If it made sense, it would be funny, okay? No, one goes to the gynecologist, and the other one goes to the ball specialist. I don't know what people who study testicles are called. It would make more sense if they said one goes to get a pelvic exam, the other one goes to get a, oh my God, I can't remember what it's called. I'm a hypocrite. What's it called? Prostate exam. The other goes to get a mental evaluation. See, I fixed it. Now it's funny. Now, if you're a conservative, I should tell that to my mom. She posted on Facebook. Well, okay, I don't really want her to post that, but like, if I made a Facebook account, which I can't because the Zuck banned me forever. Fucker. God, I hate that I'm attracted to you. God. He banned me permanently from Facebook. So, I can't, but if I post that on Facebook, it'd be a fucking banger. That would be a fucking banger. Everyone would repost that shit. They'd be like, damn, you're damn right. Those fucking, blue-haired people, the fuck they got going on? They are insane, okay? They don't know what's going on. They don't know their own name. We've got a Ben Shapiro post. It's always a classic. He says, my wife, who it is rumored is a doctor, and I stayed up all night with my 5-year-old because my girl has a brutal cough due to the flu. Tonight is my turn. My wife then got up, at least I take turns, right? My wife then got up and went to work to care for her patients. That's feminism, not murdering babies outside the womb. So do you like feminism or not? I'm confused. So he's saying that like they take turns. Sometimes he helps with the kid. Other times his wife does. And then his wife goes to work. Also, murdering babies outside the womb, Benjamin, you know that's not true. We both know that's not true, okay? Stop bullshitting. Someone replies, you are a podcaster. You probably should have done both nights. And I agree. Ben is gonna reply that. He's gonna be like, actually, I run a multi-billion-dollar company. I am worth so much money you cannot even imagine. Ben Shapiro, he doesn't even edit his own videos. It's not like he's doing everything. Like, I do everything, so it is very time-consuming. Ben can just pump out shit because he's not doing any of the work. He just sits there, he films. He's like, what can I rant about today? Oh my God, transgender people, again. He just like gets on there, he's like, when men are not women and women are not men, and then like, everyone's just like, yay! And then that's it. It's like not hard to just like make up stuff, actually. It's hard to fact-check stuff and be honest with people. To make up stuff, it's not that hard, actually. It's pretty easy. I can make up shit right now. I'm not gonna, no. I was gonna make a really bad porn joke. We're not gonna do it though. I've already made enough jokes about how what I do on my own time is illegal, so. Okay, this one is a video, and it makes me really sad. Let's watch. This pisses me off so much. Every time a woman gets a breast reduction, there's always some guy who's saying some bullshit like this. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's crazy to me that men just don't understand how painful it can be to have like really huge breasts. Like, it's genuinely very painful to have big boobs. It's literally like you have 2 bowling balls on your chest. And I've never experienced this. I'm just saying, like, it makes so much sense to get a breast reduction. And then you see these women post getting a breast reduction and they're so happy. And then the men is just like, well, I'm not attracted to you anymore, so you're worthless to me. I don't understand how cis men operate. I've never been in the mindset where I view a woman based, or anyone actually, their value based on how attractive they are to me. That's it. Like, some people's brains, I could not possibly pick them. I think they need to be donated to science when they die, because what's going on in there? It's like having big boobs, like you can't fit into certain clothes. It's hard to style yourself because it's like you have to style around your boobs. This is not the same thing, but it's like wearing glasses. Like, you have to find clothes that match your glasses, okay? Sometimes they just don't go with certain things. It's like on a totally different scale. You can't take the glasses off. You can't take the boobs off, obviously. It'd be crazy if you could, but like... Vagina. Feeling the toxic feminism leaving my body as I free bleed. As I free bleed into the earth. Move on from that one. Every Reddit video I do, there's always going to be one I read and we just have to move on. That's the joke. It's just I just move right on. It never gets old. Our last one, I just have a story I have to say about it, okay? Because oh my god, it pisses me off so much. This woman tweets. She says, "New kit goes hard, especially since it's original from 1966." And it's like I think it's like a soccer jersey or a football jersey. They say over in Britain. Kanchelik, I don't know. I can't read the front of it. I think this is like a soccer jersey. And a man quote retweets and says, "Yet another female wearing a jersey as if they have any understanding of sports. How embarrassing. Just saying. She looks great." And then this man has to come in and fucking ruin the party. I'm gonna tell a story. When I was in high school, listen, I have a Russell Wilson jersey from when he was on the Seahawks, okay? So hopefully one day it's gonna be worth a lot, okay? That's my prediction. I still am technically a fan of the Seahawks, but I'm not as invested in football as I once was. I once was, okay? I still like the sport, I'm just not as invested. But when I was in 7th grade, I really was super into the Seahawks. From like 7th to like 10th grade, I was like very into it. I knew everything about football, okay? I know everything about football. I don't like know everything though. It's not like I know every player, you know what I mean? I'm not like fucking that into it. It's not my special interest, that's for sure. I got a Russell Wilson jersey. I still have it. I wear it occasionally. I like the jersey. It looks cool. And I always liked Russell Wilson as a player. So like, yeah, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to wear it. Okay. When I bought that jersey and I was like deciding to wear it to school, I knew I would go into school and some guy would ask me, name three players. I knew that was going to happen. I studied the players. Motherfucker, I made flashcards. I got Marshawn Lynch, wide receiver. I'm pretty sure he was the wide receiver. I got Russell Wilson, quarterback. I even wrote their fucking jersey numbers on there. Okay. I knew all of them. And I go into school, I swear, I studied fucking flashcards. I go into school one day, I'm in math class, okay? Geometry. And there's a sophomore in there because they had like people, if they didn't score well on a test, they had to be put in like a lower class or whatever. So there's a sophomore in there and I don't know what happened to him. I wonder if he's like dead. This mother, I go into class, like we just got in, there was like 2 minutes till the bell rings. He looks at the jersey, he says, name 3 players on the team. That's exactly what he said to me. I look at him, I'm like, Russell Wilson, quarterback, wide receiver, Marshawn Lynch, and named someone else I can't remember now. And he was like, good. I'm like, yeah. And I was like so satisfied at the time. I'm like, yeah, I'm a real fan. Why should I have to memorize a 30-player lineup for me to be considered a real fan? What? What? And yeah, that's the word of today. What? How dare you ask me? No one's ever asked you that, motherfucker! You got balls between your legs. No one's ever come up to you and said, alright, why don't you fucking name 3 songs by Nirvana, fucker? Because I bet $100 there are tons of men who wear shirts of bands they don't listen to, shows they don't watch, movies they never watch, whatever the fuck, that just look cool and they don't know what it is. And they have never had someone come up to them and say that. That's just assuming that a woman is stupid. Here's the thing. Football, and I'm talking about the ball you throw, football is like the least hard sport to understand. You fucking pass the ball, you try to get into the fucking end zone, okay? You got these little fucking marks. You have to reach. You have so few plays you can fucking reach them. I could explain that shit to a 3-year-old. They would get it. You think a grown adult woman doesn't understand football? You really think that this stuff is that complex that someone else who's not a man cannot understand that shit? Grow the fuck up. You wanna know some complex shit? Fucking physics, bro. I took 2 years of that in high school. Almost failed the second year because that shit's hard. But guess what? I didn't. Because I'm fucking better than you. I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better!
What is it? I think Einstein, in an Einsteinian answer, we would say gravity is the curvature of space and time.
These men, I just can't. Sorry, I'm gonna brush it off again. I just can't. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I had to do that. You know, the other day, I found a Prince shirt. I'm not gonna show it right now, but like, it was at this flea market. I've never fully like listened to a Prince album. I know who he is though, because my mom has always liked him. I like the color purple on me. I like the song Purple Rain. Prince is like an icon, right? I liked what he did. I saw the shirt and I'm like, well, I've never listened to Prince really. I can't name like 3 Prince songs. I can name I Would Die For You, Purple Rain. That's really it, right? I don't really know Prince's whole discography. And I'm like, I shouldn't buy this shirt, and I didn't buy it. And then I went back and I bought it. I'm like, you know what? This shirt's calling to me. I want it. Because I'd like it. Now, my Nirvana shirt, my Slipknot shirt, my Scarface shirt, bitch, I could rattle off the whole script for Scarface. Okay? I got the DVD right there. I got the poster right there. I got the t-shirt right there. Who says I can't fucking wear that shit? So ridiculous. Ridiculous! That's it for me, and that's it for this video. Let me know what you thought about any of these posts down below. Have you ever had an encounter with a man like this? Or even, God forbid, a woman like this? Ooh. Just comment down below anything you want to comment down below. Before the video ends, I want to give a special shout out to my Patreon members who are part of the Alpha and Delta tiers. Thank you to Cap the Time Lord and Olivia Schutt. I really, really, truly appreciate all of your continued support, seriously. And thank you to all my Patreon members. If you want to become a patron, the link will be down below. I do a lot of fun, exclusive content on there. So if you want more from me, you could definitely check that out. If you like this video, give a thumbs up. If you like me, you can subscribe. I post videos every week on this channel about whatever I want to talk about. So if that sounds like your thing, make sure to subscribe and turn that notification bell so you know when I post a video. I really hope you all enjoyed this video, but more importantly than that, I really hope I see you in the next video. You better be there, watching intently, right? Okay, bye.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show